Hello friends, welcome to my channel Economica. I, Dr. Gopal B. Saraswat, welcome you all to my channel. Today, in the series of applied econometrics using EViews, I am presenting a new video where we are going to discuss about the EViews 12, its layout, and different output input options are available on the eViews layout and the window structure. Then we are going to discuss about the different tabs available on the eViews page. And finally, we are going to learn how to import the different formats of the file, specifically the Excel file to the eViews, and how you can import a data set from a foreign file to the eViews file or eViews structure so that we can use the eViews tools for econometric analysis. So let's start with our today's video. In my previous video, we learned how to install eViews for free from eViews 12 homepage. And once we install the eViews, then after that, when I double click on the eViews 12 logo, I come upon the eViews screen. Let's start with it. Once you open the eViews, this is the first dialog box you come across with. This dialog box asks you, the first thing is eViews work files. So first thing is create a new eViews work file. If you want to create it, you can click here. It will create a new eViews work file. If you want to open the existing file which is saved on your system, then you can click on that option. If you want to open a foreign file field, for example, MS Excel file, you can click here. The files you worked recently on eViews, these recent files are available here. And in your right hand, the support option says eViews Illustrated. The examples of different menu options are available under this. eViews Help and online tutorials are also accessible from this particular link. So first of all, let's begin with the layout of eViews or how this structure play out in the eViews. So I close this dialog box first. You are here seeing two different windows. The first window says the command window. In the command window, you can give or you can type different commands for eViews. For example, if you want to plot a data set, you just type plot and enter. It will pop up the graph plot. As we are not having data yet on my eViews, therefore it says no work file exists. Similarly, if you want to have a regression function here, so you will write ls, that is for least square. Again, it will calculate the least square. So this is known as command window, where you put or give command to the eViews so that eViews perform function on those commands. So this is command. Second is capture. Under the capture option, whatever the commands you have given to the eViews, eViews saves each individual commands. So if you again want to give the same command, you can come here in capture and you can just click on that particular syntax. eViews play the same input as a command and perform the same function for you. So first function is command, where you input the command so that you can perform a function upon EViews. And second, capture, where EViews automatically saves that command. In the bottom, you can see this particular screen. In this sky blue screen, you are able to see a window where all sort of outputs, whatever the command you give in this white screen, these command will perform and project a output in this bottom window. So your all outputs will be available in this bottom window. So this is the three layout structure we just discussed: command structure, capture structure, and output structure. So command window, capture window, and output window, which gives you the basic access to the EViews function. Furthermore, there are different tabs are available in the EViews. For example, file tab, where you can open a work file, or you can create a new file, work file, new database. You can run a EViews command program or a text file. Further, if you want to open a file that is available on your system, maybe EViews file, foreign file, or anything, you can go with the EViews open option. To save as, close, import, export, these are the different various options are available. Further, in the edit option, these are the options available like undo, cut, copy, paste, special, like this. In the object, you can see that different options are available. In case of quick, you can see here is generate series. You want to perform a regression analysis, you have to use this quick option here. And different other functions like var, estimating an equation, and different other statistic functions like histogram, correlogram, unit root test, and various others. In option, there are different options are available. Add-ins, you can add in certain other programs with the EViews, and different windows, how you want to view them, you can select from there. And finally, the EViews help. If you are looking for any sort of help while you are running a function or a program, you can come here to get an online tutorial, or you want to learn something, you can come here for the help. So this is the basic layout of EViews. So we discussed about what is EViews layout. We discussed about the different command windows are available on the EViews. And third thing, we discussed about the different tabs available on the EViews. Finally, the fourth one, which is important for a researcher and analyst, is how to import a data file. Let's first start with a data file I already have. And then I'll begin with the two different methods for importing the same file or same data into the EViews. Let's begin with it. This is an Excel file I am having, and this Excel file I am having the data set. In this data set, you can see that this data is quarterly data starting from 1st April 1996. Each quarter data is available from year 96 to year 2021 July. What data I am having? I am having a data of India's consumption and the Indian GDP, the gross domestic product and the consumption. I want to import this data, as this data is available in MS Excel and we cannot perform functions, econometric function on MS Excel. Therefore, I want to import it to the EViews. So I start with the first option to import. I am just closing this file. The file name is economic. I am coming back to the EViews. I click on file, I go to new, file, new, and here I am having a work file or a database. Here another option is known as import from a file. So I click on import from a file. My data set is available on the desktop. I go to the desktop. I'll just find my data series, which name is economic. I click on open, and here once I click open, this dialog box will come. Predefined rate sheet. According to sheet, you want to consider your data set? Yes. A preview of your data is available here. You can see that. Date, consumption, and GDP. If you think this is not a right, you can go back and check. So whatever the data format is available in your Excel file, the same data set will be previewed here. You click on next. It will ask the type is name, yes. Header lines in your first row, yes. This is my first row and this is header. You click on next. You want to sort this data as per date, yes. Click on next. And finally it will ask you, this is a new work file, date wise structures you have, frequency is quarterly. As you can see that EViews have automatically read that this is a quarterly data. And here you can see that this is showing 1996 Q2, Q3, Q4 like this, automatically given the quarters to individual data set. You can see that. Now you click on finish. You want to link your Excel file in with your EViews file. What does it mean? When you make any sort of change to your Excel data, that data will automatically get updated to the EViews work file. If you want to do that, click on yes. Otherwise, no. I don't want to link it, so I click on no. Once you click no, you have to see two things just happen now. First thing is in the capture window, this file got imported and this is the command EViews have just captured. You can see that this is the whole command EViews just captured. In command window, you find nothing. But in capture window, using the menu, you given this command and EViews captured it. It is showing your data set is available on the desktop. This is the sheet 1 range and frequency is quarterly, date ID you took, and the sample is starting from 96 to 2021. The next thing happened is this work file generated, and your work file you can see that a range is available. Range means the total size of the data set, or you can say the population. Starting from 1996 quarter 2, your data is 2021 quarter 3. Total number of observations are available 102. And the sample you are taking here is the same as it is showing. In my future videos, I will show you what does it mean range and sample, how both are different. Here, first of all, let's see what is available here. First is the consumption, GDP. These are the two data set we are having. So if I just click on consumption and GDP, click right click, open and open as a group. Again, I am showing you to you. I click consumption. I press the control option CTRL. Then I click on GDP. I click right click the mouse. Clicked on open as a group. Once I click on open as a group, you can see that the same Excel file is available here. The same data set. The time series data set is available here in the EViews also. So this is the first thing we did, that the first method to which we imported a EViews file. Furthermore, I want to highlight here is in the bottom you can see where this data is going to save. If you want to save it, the path of the data set or this file where this file is going to save. This is available. The database you are using, this is a website called St. Louis Fred. I download this data from there. So this is showing the database is Fred. And finally, the work file name is economic. You can see that here the work file name is economic. What was the Excel file name? It is automatically took from the Excel sheet and named it as a economic. So this is the first way of importing data set on the EViews file from Microsoft Excel file. Let's start with the another way or the second method of importing data set. Let's begin with it. So I just close this. Yes, I want to close this also. Now I go to file. First of all, I go to new. I want to create a work file. The work file I'm just creating is having a quarterly data. I'm aware of it. I also open my, first of all, I open my Excel file so that it become easier for us to give the EViews the correct date for my data. My data starts from 1996, from 1st April 1996. So I go to EViews again. I go to file. I go to new. I want to create a work file. Yes. And the frequency is not annual. This is quarterly. Start date. EViews takes date in the format of MMDDYY, month, date and year. So my data set is showing me 1st April 1996. So I will write it 4, which is M. Then comes the date 1st April and 1996. The end date of my data, you can see that 1st July 2021. So I'll write it 7/1/2021. I want to name this work file as a economic. Okay, this is the WF means work file. So I just selected the frequency of my data, start date, end date, and the work file name I given. I clicked on OK. This created a new file, and here you can see that in the command window, in capture window, it is saving each individual command which I am giving. Now, here you can see range starting from 1996 Q quarter 2 to 2021 quarter 3. Total number of observation is 102. But our data is still missing. We don't have the GDP and the consumption. Okay. First of all, let's begin with what these two things are. C and residuals. See, for each equation you will have here in the EViews means the regression equation, it will automatically save the coefficient of the equation so that you can use that coefficient equation series for the later. Second thing is the residuals. The residual from each operation will be saved here so that you can use that residuals also for your econometric analysis purpose. So let's begin with to import that two things, that is consumption and the GDP. I go to my Excel file. Okay. Then I just what I did, I selected the whole data. I use the command Control Shift and the right arrow and Control Shift command and the down arrow. Like this, I have copied the whole data. I come to the EViews. I right click. I copied it from the Excel and now I am pasting it in the EViews. Once I paste, EViews is showing to me header lines first, yes, name, this is the preview of your data, you click on next, next, and now finally it is showing you the whole data set you are having. Click on finish. You want to link it? No. Just now you have just come across the two data set or you imported from EViews, and this is the same file you imported from EViews from the first method, which you just now imported using the second method. So either you can copy and paste it and you come here, or you can do this by having the import feature. Here you can see the work file name. Work file name means this EViews file name is what is economic. But here this page name is not economic. I want to name it also. So I just right click here, rename work file page. Yes, this is untitled. I want to name is economic underscore GDP. EViews never takes a name with having a space. So always use underscore if you want to give a space between the two words. Click OK, and now it named it economic GDP. You can see that all these command page name untitled economic GDP, this I just changed, already taken this command and captured. But here in the command window nothing, but in capture window everything is now saved. If you want to run all these operations which I did just now, copy this and you can paste it and run it. You will find that you come across the same kind of data. This is the best feature of EViews, that for repetitive tasks you need not to give a command again and again. And finally, I want to show you how you can preview a data. I click on consumption. I want to know what is available inside this data. I just first of all I delete this group. I want to know what is under this consumption. So I clicked upon consumption and I press F9, the function key F9 from my keyboard. You can see that EViews just given me the name of this particular data, type is the time series, and updated time. Here you can see the preview of my data, which is quarterly, and this has shown me the graph as well. So this means that the EViews, this feature gives you a preview of your time series data. This is all for today. I hope you like my video. Please share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.